Welcome to all of you in today's lecture of class 11th units and measurement. Today we will discuss about the topic deriving relation among physical quantities with the help of dimensional analysis. Means what is the topic? Topic is deriving relation among physical quantities. Means there are many physical quantities and we can derive the formula. Relation means the formula between the physical quantities with the help of dimensional analysis. Okay, for example, we know the formula of force. Okay, formula of force generally F equal to m into a, mass into acceleration, but we can derive this formula with the help of dimensional analysis if we are knowing about that on which factors the force on an object depends. Okay, if we are having this knowledge, then we can easily derive the formula. So what we have to do, suppose the question will be like this. I am starting directly with the help of question. Okay, so that you can understand better. Suppose question is that the force on an object depends on the mass and acceleration. Okay, mass and acceleration of that object. We can say mass and acceleration. Find the formula for force. Find the formula for force with the help of dimensional analysis. Okay, with the help of dimensional analysis. Suppose question is in this form. Question may be the force on an object depends on the mass and acceleration and derive the relation among the physical quantities. Question may be in this form also. Okay, so for solving this question, what we have to do, the force is depending on the another two physical quantities, mass and acceleration. So what is the main thing? We have for solution, we have to write force is directly proportional. Mass means mass m, we can denote mass by m, mass to the power a. Suppose a is a constant here. Okay, and second one, the acceleration denoted by a, and a to the acceleration a to the power b. Okay, then we will remove this proportionality constant. We have to write a constant k, F equal to k m to the power a and acceleration a to the power b. Okay, now please remember here this k is a dimensional constant. What the k is dimensionless. We can say dimensionless. K has no dimensions. It is a constant and we have to write the value of k at last. Okay, so what we have to do, I am making this as equation number 1. Okay, so we have to write the dimensional formula of this force, dimensional formula of this mass and dimensional formula of this acceleration. Okay, तो हमें क्या करना है, देखिए, अगर हमसे किसी क्वेश्चन में कहा जाता है द फोर्स ऑन एन ऑब्जेक्ट डिपेंड्स ऑन द मास पे डिपेंड कर रहा है एंड एक्सीलरेशन पे डिपेंड कर रहा है, फाइंड द फॉर्मूला फॉर द फोर्स विद द हेल्प ऑफ डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस. आप फोर्स के लिए फॉर्मूला निकालिए डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस. तो हमें क्या करना है, हमें जो फोर्स जिस पे डिपेंड कर रहा है, हमें क्या लिखना है कि फोर्स डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल है. एक तो मास, अगर मास पे डिपेंड कर रहा है तो उसकी पावर a लिख दीजिए, एक्सीलरेशन पे डिपेंड कर रहा है तो उसकी पावर b लिख दीजिए. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं कि मास की पावर ही a लिखना है, आप पहले एक्सीलरेशन को भी लिख सकते हैं, बाद में मास को भी लिख सकते हैं, तब भी फॉर्मूला निकल जाएगा. ओके, तो अब हमें क्या करना है, हमें जो भी फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज है हमें इनके डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला लिखने हैं. ठीक है, ओके. So now I am writing here the dimensional formula. So what is the dimensional formula of force? You know very well, mLT minus 2. This is the dimensional formula for force. Okay, and the dimensional formula, k is dimensionless. K has no dimensions, so we have write the dimension of mass. You know the dimension of mass is capital M and it power a. Okay, and dimension formula of acceleration you know very well, lt minus 2. If you are not knowing, not remembering, then please learn all these dimension formula and you can find easily. Okay, I have taught you this in the earlier videos. Okay, lt minus 2 to the power b. Okay, now in the next step it will become mlt minus 2, same like as m to the power a here, and here we can write multiply by this one l to the power b and t to the power minus 2b. I can write this one. Okay, so here mlt minus 2 equal to, we can write in a single bracket, we can multiply means m to the power a, l to the power b and t to the power minus 2b. We can write this one as like this. So you can take screenshot of it, then I will solve further. So here now what we have to do, I am writing one more line. We have to compare the dimensions of M, L and T in LHS and RHS. Okay, so now what we have this one, I am writing here MLT minus 2 equal to m to the power a, l to the power b and t to the power minus 2b. Okay, or you have to also remember the equation first, you note it down. Okay, so here from LHS and RHS you can see that here the dimension of m is 1. Okay, and here a, so by comparing we can get here a equal to 1. Okay, because m, we can write this like as this one also. So m to the power 1, m to the power a, so a equal to 1, and here length 1, length b, so b equal to also 1, and from another by comparing the powers of t, here minus 2 and here minus 2b. So what will happen, minus 2b equal to minus 2, minus mention carry, from this you will also get b equal to 1. So we have got here the value of the constants a and b. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to put these values in equation number 1. तो हमने क्या किया, ये सब कंपेयर किया पावर्स को कंपेयर करने के बाद हमने a और b की वैल्यू को यहाँ पे निकाल लिया. अब इस a और b की वैल्यू को हमें इक्वेशन 1 में रखना है, जो कि मैंने यहाँ पे मिटा दी है. इक्वेशन 1 क्या थी वो आपको पता है, फ्रॉम इक्वेशन 1 मैं ऐसे लिख रहा हूँ, यहाँ पर मैंने मिटा दिया है, आपको लोगों को पता है. इक्वेशन 1 थी हमारी f इक्वल टू k m टू द पावर a, मास m था, और एक्सेलरेशन a टू द पावर b. तो अब आपको यहाँ पर क्या करना है, a और b की वैल्यू यहाँ पर रख देनी है, तो आपको फॉर्मूला मिल जाएगा फोर्स के लिए. तो f इक्वल टू k m की पावर 1, और a की जगह पर हमने 1 रखा, और b की वैल्यू भी क्या है 1, तो हमें फॉर्मूला मिल गया f इक्वल टू k m a, और बाय experiments you know the value of k is 1, so f equal to m into a. So this is the formula for force. We have derived this formula with the help of dimensional analysis. ठीक है, तो ऐसे हम dimensional analysis के द्वारा और भी फॉर्मूले डिराइव कर सकते हैं. तो मैं और क्वेश्चन यहाँ पर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लिख रहा हूँ, आप इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले सकते हैं. Okay, now we have question number 2 here. A particle of mass m is moving with a velocity v. Particle of mass m is moving with a velocity v in a circle of radius r. Okay, find an expression for the centripetal force acting on it. Okay, this is the case of uniform circular motion. Okay, circular motion, and you know about the centripetal force, and we have to find out the formula for centripetal force. Okay, so here we can see, or you can see here, that the force F is depending upon, force किस किस पे डिपेंड कर रहा है, force is depending on mass, okay, velocity and radius of circle. Means force is depending upon 3 quantities: mass, velocity and radius. So we have to write force is directly proportional to, suppose first quantity m to the power a. Okay, हमें लिख देना है m की पावर a, जो कि एक यहाँ पर हमें कांस्टेंट ले रहे हैं, ठीक है, जिसकी वैल्यू हम बाद में निकालेंगे. एंड सेकेंड वेलोसिटी टू द पावर b, एंड फॉर रेडियस ऑफ सर्कल r टू द पावर c. तो हमें क्या लिखना है, कि फोर्स डिपेंड कर रहा है मास की पावर a पर सपोज, वेलोसिटी की पावर b पर और r की पावर c पर, हम तीनों की वैल्यू लास्ट में निकालेंगे, ठीक है। तो देन वी हैव टू राइट फोर्स इक्वल टू k m टू द पावर a v टू द पावर b एंड r टू द पावर c, इक्वेशन नंबर 1. Now what we have to do? We have to write the dimension formula of force, mass, velocity and radius. Dimension of k is 1, it is dimensionless, okay. 1 we can say that the dimension of k is 1 here, okay, not 0. If this will be 0 then it will be 0, okay. So it is clear. So dimensions of force, you know, mlt minus 2, and here dimensions of mass I am writing here capital M, you know very well. Dimension of velocity, okay, velocity dimension LT minus 1. You should remember these dimensions, okay. L to the power minus 1 to the power B, and R, radius means radius is a distance, so distance dimension is L to the power C, okay. So here it will remain same in LHS, MLT minus 2 and equal to in RHS m to the power a, okay. Here l to the power b multiply, okay, t to the power minus b, and here l to the power c, okay, got it. Then in the next line we can say here the same mlt minus 2, and here we can arrange how, please see here m to the power a, okay, l to the power b here and l to the power c. Base is same, power will add to each other, base same है, power add हो जाएंगे. So l की पावर क्या हो जाएगी यहाँ पर b प्लस c, और t की पावर हो जाएगी माइनस b. अब हमें क्या करना है, ये पावर्स को आपस में, डायमेंशंस की पावर को आपस में कंपेयर कर लेना है. यहाँ से कुछ इक्वेशंस बन सकती हैं. तो देखिए क्या बनेगा, इसके बाद मैं यहाँ पे सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ. इस m की पावर यहाँ पर 1 मान के चलेंगे, l की पावर 1. तो m की डायमेंशंस को कंपेयर करिए, तो a की वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगी 1, a इक्वल टू 1, ओके. ऐसे यहाँ l की पावर 1 है, यहाँ l की पावर b प्लस c है, तो b प्लस c इक्वल टू क्या हो जाएगा 1. तो नेक्स्ट विल बी b प्लस c इक्वल टू 1, एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज t टू द पावर माइनस 2, t टू द पावर माइनस b इक्वल टू माइनस 2, माइनस b इक्वल टू माइनस 2, ओके. From by solving this we can find the value of ABC, then we will put the value of ABC here, then we will get the formula, okay. So a equal to 1, it is clear. Minus b equal to minus 2 means I can write is b equal to 2, we have second value, okay. And we can write these as equations, but no need to write, we can say generally these as equation 1, 2, equation 3, equation 4 in another questions, but here it is very simple, okay. So b equal to 2 I can say here from equation 3, okay. b plus c equal to 1, value of b equal to 2, so put here 2 plus c equal to 1, so you will get c equal to minus 1, 1 minus 2 means minus 1. So value of a is 1, value of b is 2, and value of c is minus 1. So we have to put the value in equation 1. So from equation 1 f equal to k m to the power a, this is equation 1, v to the power b, r to the power c, so it will become f equal to k m to the power, value of a is here 1, and velocity b square, and r to the c minus 1, r to the power minus 1, okay. And you can see I can write this one at last, f equal to k m to the power 1 m v square upon r to the power minus 1, I can write 1 upon r, so it will become f equal to k, I am writing here, it will become f equal to k m v square upon r. By dimensional analysis, is it visible or not? Yes, it is visible. So that by exponent k, value of k is 1, so f equal to mv square upon r, this is the formula for centripetal force, okay. तो ये हमारा फॉर्मूला होता है सेंटीमीटर फोर्स के लिए, तो आपको इसको नोट करना है, ऐसे आपको इसको सॉल्व करना है ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को. हम अभी और क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पर करेंगे, आप भी लगातार बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस कर सकते हैं, ओके. सो यू हैव टू नो अबाउट दिस इज द यूज ऑफ डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस. We can find the formula of physical quantities with the help of dimensional analysis. So every formula of physics will be acceptable if it will be dimensionally correct. Okay, the dimension of both sides will be equal. Okay, so please you can take a screenshot of this one, you can solve this one, then we will solve some more questions. So here this is the question number 3. Suppose this is question number 3. Actually, what is the question? The question is that the time period of oscillation of a simple pendulum depends on its length, mass of the bob m, and acceleration due to gravity g. Derive the formula for its time period using the method of dimensions. Okay, you know about the simple pendulum. Simple pendulum is, suppose this is suspended from here and this is the bob. Okay, bob of simple pendulum having mass m. Okay, and suppose this is oscillating like this. Okay, so there will be, if it starts oscillation from here and again reach here, then the time taken to complete one oscillation is known as time period. Okay, so here we have the information that time period depends on mass of the simple pendulum, second length of the simple pendulum, and third acceleration due to gravity. So we have to derive the formula for the time period of the simple pendulum with the help of dimensional analysis. So for now we can write the given information. What is given here? Given is that the time period, suppose capital T, depends on first mass, depends on the length, mass, and gravities. I am taking mass first. I can take, okay, you can take length also first, no problem. Suppose I am taking mass first, A. Okay, you can take length first. Okay, we can take anything first, second, no need to in a sequence. Okay, suppose mass to the power A, length to the power B, and gravitational constant g to the power c. Okay, then T equal to k m to the power A, L to the power B, and g to the power c. Okay, this is mass. Okay, I can write small m. Okay, this is small m. Okay, length and acceleration due to gravity. Now we have to write the dimensional formula in both sides. Here dimensional time period, that will be capital T, only capital T, equal to, this is dimensionless, dimension of k is 1. Okay, here the dimension I am writing like this. Suppose m to the power A. M to the power A means dimension of mass is capital M, dimension of length capital L, and acceleration due to gravity, this is same like as a simple acceleration. I can write it LT minus 2 to the power C. Okay, you have no need to write by different inks. Okay, I am writing for better explanation only. Okay, so I can write the T here like as m to the power 0, L to the power 0, because m and L is not present here. If I can write m to the power 0, then power of anything 0 is equal to 1. So m to the power 0 means 1, L to the power 0 means 1, and T is present here. I can write this one like also. T to the power 1 means we can write T simply. Here you can see m to the power A here, L to the power B here, and here multiply this one L to the power C and T to the power minus 2C. Okay, now in the next line we can write m to the power 0, L to the power 0 T equal to, what will happen here, m to the power A we can arrange L to the power B, L to the power C means L to the power B plus C, and T to the power minus 2C. Okay, now we have to compare these dimensions. Then what we will get, you can see here, first A equal to 0, because m to the power 0, m to the power A, it means A equal to 0, L to the power 0, L to the power B plus C, suppose this is B plus, next B plus C equal to 0, and T to the power 1, T to the power minus 2C, so minus 2C equal to 1 by comparing the dimension T here, minus 2C equal to 1. Okay, A 0, it is sufficient. Okay, minus 2C equal to 1 means C equal to minus half, this is another information, value of C. And third, B we have to also find, B plus C equal to 0. So we can put here the value of C, which is minus half, equal to 0. So B equal to half. So these are the values of A, B and C. Value of A is this one, value of C this one, and value of B this one. So now what we have to do, we have to put these values of a, b and c in equation number 1. Suppose this is equation number 1. So हमें क्या करना है, हमें a, b और c की वैल्यू को यहाँ पर पुट करना है. आप यहाँ तक इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिएगा. Then I will solve further. Okay. Okay. आपने ये नोट कर लिया होगा. अब हम इसको आगे सॉल्व करें. ठीक. तो हमें a, b, c की वैल्यू चाहिए थी यहाँ पर. तो अब हम लिखेंगे, आप लिख सकते हैं ऐसे फ्रॉम इक्वेशन 1. तो ये इक्वेशन 1 है, मैंने दोबारा से नहीं लिखा है इसको. तो फिर से आप लिखेंगे फ्रॉम इक्वेशन 1. देन फ्रॉम व्हाट विल हियर फ्रॉम हियर t इक्वल टू k m टू द पावर a मींस मास टू द पावर 0 मींस 1 नॉट डिपेंडिंग अपॉन मास. l टू द पावर b मींस l टू द पावर हाफ एंड g टू द पावर c मींस माइनस हाफ. ओके, मींस m to the power 0 means 1. So t equal to k l to the power half and g to the power minus half. I can write like as g to 1 upon g to the power half. So I can arrange it. If t equal to k, I can write this one as root l upon g. So please see here the formula by dimension analysis t equal to k root l upon g. So there is a problem with dimensional analysis. We can't calculate the value of k properly with the help of dimensional analysis. We can't say anything about what will be the value of k will here. So but this is the problem with dimensional analysis, or we can say the limitation of dimensional analysis. We cannot find the value of constants k in the relation deriving between among physical quantities. By experiments we find the value of k here. Okay, by experiments it is. So k, I am writing k equal to 2 pi. We found it by experiments. So t equal to 2 pi रूट l अपॉन g. तो यहाँ पर एक्सपेरिमेंट के द्वारा हमने k की वैल्यू को 2 पाई लिखा. डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस के द्वारा यही इसका एक लिमिटेशन है कि हम जो कांस्टेंट k है इसकी वैल्यू के बारे में हम कुछ नहीं कह सकते, हम इसकी वैल्यू को यहाँ पर नहीं बता सकते. ये डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस का लिमिटेशन है. एक्सपेरिमेंट के द्वारा जब इसको फाइंड किया गया कि इसकी वैल्यू कितनी आ रही है, कि कौन सा कांस्टेंट जोड़ा जाए कि टाइम पीरियड हमारे इस फॉर्मूले के अकॉर्डिंग सही बैठ जाए, तो वैल्यू आती है 2 पाई. Okay, so this is the another question. Okay, so please note down this question. Okay, so you have noted down this one. So now by with the help of dimension analysis you can find the formula. Okay, you can solve so many questions of this one. We can solve any question. Okay, suppose we know Joule's law of heating, H equal to I square RT. Okay, suppose I am saying to you, we can solve each, we can derive each formula with the help of dimension analysis. We can derive the formula. Suppose we can say kinetic energy depends on mass to the power a and velocity to the power b. We know na kinetic energy equal to half mv square. Kinetic energy equal to half mv square. E k means kinetic energy. We can write it as ke also. Okay, or half mv square, or simply k equal to half mv square. So it means we can say if kinetic energy depends on mass to the power a, velocity to the power b, in the same way you can derive the formula, but at last you will get k value ek equal to k mv square. Then by experiments we have to put the value k equal to half, because we cannot determine the value of k with the help of dimension analysis. So you can solve this question also. And you know, now you are in class 11th, you know in class 10th you derived the formula Joule's law of heating, H equal to I square RT. Suppose the formula for Joule's law of heating, this is another Joule's law of heating. ये आपने कहाँ पढ़ा हुआ है Joule's law of heating? क्लास 10th में आप लोगों ने पढ़ा हुआ है. तो आप Joule's law of heating जो ये है H equal to I square RT, आप इसको भी डायमेंशन एनालिसिस से प्रूव कर सकते हैं. कैसे? इसके लिए हम लिखेंगे H डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू current to the power a depending first upon current, resistance to the power b, and time of flow of current, time to the power c. Okay, and then you have to write H equal to k I to the power a, r to the power b, t to the power c. Then you can write the dimension of heat. Heat is a form of energy, that means work. You have to write the dimension of heat here, means dimension of energy. Here k will be dimensionless, means dimension of k equal to 1 we can say. Okay, and here current to the dimension a, ampere, and here A means capital A current, for resistance dimension you can write, and time dimension T you can write. Then by comparing the value of A, B, C, then you will get a value of A equal to 2, definitely value of B equal to 1, and value of C equal to also 1. Then you will get the formula H equal to KI square RT. आफ्टर सॉल्विंग, सॉल्व करने के बाद आपको ये मिलेगा, K की वैल्यू आप 1 रखेंगे तो H इक्वल टू आई स्क्वायर RT. तो आप इस फॉर्मूले को भी यहाँ पर चेक कर सकते हैं. तो हमारे कहने का मतलब ये है कि डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस के द्वारा फिजिक्स के जितने भी फॉर्मूले हैं हम सारे फॉर्मूले को चेक कर सकते हैं. जैसे पोटेंशियल एनर्जी है U इक्वल टू mgh. अगर कहा जाए कि पोटेंशियल एनर्जी किसी ऑब्जेक्ट की, थर्ड में बता रहा हूँ, मास पे डिपेंड करता है, G पे डिपेंड करता है एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी, और हाइट C पे डिपेंड करता है ग्राउंड लेवल से. तो जब आप ABC की वैल्यू निकालेंगे यहाँ पर तो ये 1 आएगी, तो आप यहाँ से पोटेंशियल एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला डिराइव करेंगे. ठीक है, तो इन क्वेश्चंस को आप लोगों को करना है. ठीक है, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस ये आपको करने हैं, और भी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हम ऐसे डायमेंशन एनालिसिस की हेल्प से कर सकते हैं. सो इन टुडेज लेक्चर वी हैव डिस्कस्ड अबाउट हाउ we can derive the relation between among the physical quantities, various physical quantities, with the help of dimension analysis. So stay safe, stay healthy, and be regular in studies. And today's and this is the today's lecture, and thank you so much. Okay.